In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my C2C OS content system and showing you a never seen before metric that you can start tracking today. And by the way, if you're a coach or consultant and you're struggling with client acquisition or delivery, shoot me a message over on Instagram and I'd love to help you out. So this is the content to client operating system, and it all breaks down into 4 sections. First is the attention, then the systems, the backend, and our output. So we start off by posting targeted content over on Instagram, where we do the basics like researching different formatting and positioning within our niche or market, while pairing it up with our IVP framework and using emotional psychology to target our ideal viewers within our content. And by creating this type of content, we're going to be attracting ICP viewers and hitting all of their pains and desires to maximize the amount of views while keeping them qualified. And additionally, we're going to be updating the IVP framework and getting better content research from the data we get from these videos. Now, I've created a template that you can fill out to fully understand who you're targeting in your videos. And if you want it, just shoot me a message over on Instagram and I'll send it right over to you. And all of this put together gives us the brand new metric called C1K. Now, this is qualified calls per 1,000 views that you get. And the beauty of it is that nobody out there has been tracking this before because I made it. Now, I can't say nobody because there's 8 billion people on this earth, so there might have been someone out there one day or another who did use this metric, but I have never seen this go around before, and I found this and started tracking this myself, and now I am making it public to you so you can start tracking this for yourself and get the best possible metric out there. Because everything else is useless, because when you use this metric, you now know how much money you're making from the views that you get. And this is the equation right here if you want to figure this out for yourself. Let's say in a month you've gotten 30,000 views, and out of those 30,000 views you booked 10 calls. That means your C1K is 0.33, meaning every 100,000 views you get 33 booked calls, or 1 million views is 333 booked calls. And when I say booked calls, I mean qualified calls, people who are looking for your work and people who are able to pay you for your work. And if you're half decent at sales, you should be able to close a qualified call, meaning that most of these calls that you're getting are also closes, which allows you to make money from this as well. Now, this is still in the works because I literally just made this and I wanted to put this video out there to help you guys start using this stuff and start understanding the importance of this metric before everyone else starts using it, because I'm so confident and probably delusional, but I believe that everyone will start using this one day or another. But this is the top layer, basically where all the attention comes in. Of course, you might have ads on top of this. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use ads. I'm using ads myself, but this is the organic strategy that we use. The middle layer are the 3 systems that you need to install. You need to have your acquisition engine to start getting people in, paired up with trust builders to have these people believe in you and position you as an authority to then be able to feed these into your conversion hub. Now, the acquisition engine is simple. You have your content funnel that moves people from just finding out who you are and watching your videos to then being funneled into your YouTube content where they have a problem and they want to see if you can solve it. And finally, to the bottom of the funnel where they want to take action and they're seeing if you can help them achieve what they want to do. And the one thing you need to start doing is you need to start treating everyone as if they're in the same stage. And what I mean by this is you need to stop assuming that people on Instagram want to take action already. So stop posting your bottom of the funnel content on your main page, because this is going to be the first video that some people see. And that means you've fully lost the opportunity to get them on your profile and funnel them through this process because they've seen a video dedicated to just a couple of people. So keep your Instagram as top of the funnel, your YouTube as middle of the funnel, and your stories, ads, DMs, and all of this stuff as your bottom of the funnel. Now, story sequences and retargeting ads are pretty straightforward. For stories, there's 2 ways you go. Either you funnel people to middle of the funnel, basically promoting a new YouTube video that you've just dropped, or a bottom of the funnel story sequence, which basically invites people to take action or getting into your DMs. Now, this might be through you promoting a client retreat and saying there's one more spot open. So if they want, they can become a client right now and join you to the client retreat. Or depending on the amount of authority that you have, you can talk about your service itself and invite people to piff in the DMs, which I've seen happen a lot more lately. So you don't want to neglect these, but keep in mind that in the start, these won't be viable, but the middle of the funnel story sequences will work really well, as you're going to be funneling those interested viewers from top of the funnel into middle of the funnel. Now, retargeting ads are really valuable only if you have a warm and qualified audience. Now, what do I mean by this? If you just starting out, start using retargeting ads, you're basically handing money to Meta for free. Retargeting ads targets people who have either seen your video but not taken action, or seen your profile but not followed you, and whatever. These ads allow you to create a video dedicated to those people, to either invite them into your profile and start the funnel process, or use them as bottom of the funnel ads, where you take those people that have been watching your videos consistently, engaging with your page and all of this stuff, but they haven't taken action. You can then create a video calling them out saying, bro, you've seen my results, you've seen what I can do, now it's your turn, let's get to work, send me a message, yada, yada, yada. So for retargeting ads, either inviting people to top of the funnel or bottom of the funnel. But don't use these unless you already have an audience or your videos have been popping off, and you can use the viewers from those videos to then get them into your profile. Now, your trust builders are going to be case studies where you post proof posts like YouTube documentations or Instagram swipe posts. Now, your YouTube documentations are going to be videos dedicated to showing how your client went from X to Y and breaking down their emotions, what they felt, what they went through, stuff like that, to let other potential customers see these videos and understand how good you really are at your service. Now, the swipe posts are basically the same thing, just in shorter and Instagram format, where you take the most important details or the most interesting details and put them into a swipe post explaining how someone went from 0K a month to 78K a month in 30 days, or how someone is doing X, Y, and Z. And your highlights are going to be you showing off client results, client wins, and all of this stuff, to basically have it so when they land on your profile, they're instantly met with a lot of results showing that you actually generate results for people and they can trust you, positioning you as the authority. The bottom layer of the system is pretty straightforward. You have your offer optimization and your fulfillment systems. For your offer, you want to have a clear positioning. You don't want to try and solve a problem for everybody to begin with. You want to solve X pain for Y person. The more specific you get, the better, because you're more likely to sign on these people. And another tip for your offer is having a systemizable offer, meaning you have something you can deliver that doesn't require constant input. For example, you can either have a done with you project where you take someone's business and you help them do X, Y, and Z. For example, in my case, I help people with client acquisition or fulfillment. I don't have to constantly be there delivering stuff like a video editor who has to edit videos every single time they want to get paid. Here, you have a proven framework that you can repeat for clients, and you don't have to be constantly working to get cash. Next thing is the fulfillment system. Now, there's two main things you need here. Number one, you need a delivery engine, meaning somewhere you can talk to your clients, deliver assets, manage everything, and stuff like that. Now, for this, if you want to go the simple route, I recommend using Notion, Discord, WAP, or if you're more advanced, you can create your own dashboards and stuff like that. The next thing is tracking metrics. You need to track all possible data: video views, engagement, ad results, conversations, money made, all of this stuff. So one, you have more results you can document, and two, you can improve the service because you're much more likely to find the bottlenecks if you have the data showing the results from each of your processes. So make sure you're tracking all the data you can to deliver the best result. And finally, the output from this. The main thing you get here is you get your C1K scoreboard, which is going to become the main metric. Additionally, your calendar is getting filled up with calls because you have a constant stream of inbound leads interested and ready to work with you, giving you a predictable client acquisition system that lets you constantly fill up your service when you have spots open. And I like to say a good problem to have is having too many people interested in working with you instead of not having enough people lined up to work with you. And that's the purpose of the system. You create content targeted towards people you want to work with, playing on their pains and desires while having systems in place to nurture them throughout the process, build up your trust, and convert them within the DMs. And as long as you have a good offer and a clear offer solving something for someone, there's going to be people out there who need you. And of course, you don't have to have a systemizable offer. If you like doing the work, then do the work. But that's just some advice to be able to scale further later on in your journey. And then of course, having everything managed in one spot makes the job easier for you, and tracking metrics gives you the opportunity to deliver a better result. And that was the quick breakdown of my content to client operating system. If you want anything else explained more in detail, or you have any questions, then shoot me a message on Instagram, because for the next week, I'm going to be open to everyone, answering questions, giving help where required, and just building connections with people to help me understand my market's desires better. And I'm still new to the game, so you have the opportunity to get in early while you still can, before my system matures and my content starts generating me inbound leads. But that was everything for this video. If you have any more questions, like I said, shoot me a message on Instagram, and hit the subscribe button if you want more valuable videos like this, where I break down systems and strategies that you can use to improve your own business and generate more clients at the same time.